Memoir 14B, take one.
Camera set.
You guys ready?
Set.
And action.
The year 2068.
Cut. Awesome. That was perfect. Nailed it. Hi, my name is Alexander Jeffrey, and I'm the director of Memoir, which is a science fiction short film, actually a proof of concept short film for a feature that's about Dr. Theodore Main, who is a researcher at Janus Labs studying the rehabilitation of Alzheimer's patients, and he sort of gets his world rocked when a young girl named Obi shows up claiming to be from the year 2068.
So if you're from 2068 and time travel exists, they haven't had any progress in the orthodontics industry? Red flag says aye.
But one of my favorite parts about directing is working with actors on the set. It's so much fun. I love, getting to roll multiple takes and try different things and really, get into the meat and potatoes of the movie. But I didn't know if there was some distance between you at first and you see her. It could be you, like, maybe you're over at the table and you're still wiping off a dish or something. And
grabbing a last plate from the table.
Grabbing a last plate from the table or something and bringing it over.
Okay.
That could be motivating it right there.
Okay.
And then the water fight happens, and then you guys are going to sit down on the ground,
Right.
kind of in front of here. Cool.
So what if you're doing it like you're almost telling him the ghost story? Has anybody ever told you a ghost story before?
I think when you're doing the bullet points, if you turn to face him and stay there a little bit
Cool.
more,
Alright,
yeah, you don't have to go back to the computer
Cool.
for that part. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, let's try it again.
Yeah.
We need to hear the check your phone before the bag goes down, because that interrupted her line. Sorry, let's go back to one. Still rolling.
Still rolling.
Okay.
Hey girl, how you doing? I'm Emily. Nice to meet you. Looking good.
Young Rey from Star Wars: The Force Awakens is going to play Obi. Her name's Cailey Fleming. She gets into town today.
One of the best parts about working on Memoir was getting to watch Cailey Fleming and getting to know her. She is such an incredible talent. I can't believe how good she is for her age. I've been lucky enough to be on set with some world-class actors and get to watch some brilliant actors, and I really love watching good actors work, and Cailey is as good as I've ever seen.
Do you want me to do this right after I say it?
So when he's about to say what, you can.
We're going to do the cellophane wall with.
Yeah, that's coming up next.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That was her favorite stuff to shoot, was the action scenes. She loved doing the running with the backpack and just had so much fun and was like, when can we do more of that? I want to do more running.
Okay, energy and action.
In terms of the look of Memoir, Alex and I had a pretty good idea which way we wanted to go early on in the pre-production process. We've previously done a lot of like natural, organic type films, but on Memoir we definitely wanted to transfer part of that, but I also wanted to give it more of that crisp sort of Hollywood studio look to the film. So we used sharper lenses than we previously had. We did a lot more dollies and a lot more stabilized shots than previously.
Let's go back to that 2068 part.
The year 2068.
Pardon the interruption, sir, but it's the girl's DNA, and you really need to see this.
So I still wanted this natural feel to the film, but we definitely wanted a much crisper, sharper tone of a film to kind of have that more of a Star Wars look, which has had such a big influence on Alex's career. So we definitely wanted to go down that path while still bringing in some of the organic lighting and camera work.
It's like tricking this way and then kind of panning. So it's like it almost ends in like an over the shoulder as you get down.
So for the cellophane stuff, I would think that them running down the hall, like we can help each other. Theodore, that bit would be on the dolly, and then when she sets the device, that the rest of that would be a handheld. From that point on.
Okay, now just wiggle it a little bit, then go back to full. Blue, on, and on.
You start with something that's black ink on white paper, and then all of a sudden you create a world visually for people to see. And it's the most trippy thing sometimes, It's like I wrote that bit of dialogue and now someone's performing it.
I'm so lucky to get to work with this awesome team and to get to work with Paul, who always writes beautiful scripts and is nice enough to let me direct them. And it was fun to get to work with Paul as an actor on this film as well.
What is it with us always having to shoot in the hottest of hot places?
The scene I had the most fun shooting was probably the scene where we kept breaking.
They have not made any improvements in the orthopedic industry.
Let's go ahead and recess.
Orthodontics.
It's strange how the man who denies time travel will ever exist.
I'm so sorry.
She and Paul, you know, the first day of shooting, immediately created this bond where they had this back and forth together and hit it off like that, and it really reads on camera. You know, they have a lot of fun together, and that was important for me for this film.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know why I said what that way. I just got in a goofy mood, guys. I apologize to everybody. I'm sorry.
Paul and I love telling character-driven films that have a lot of heart and give the audience hope.
That with all the special effects and the kind of scale that we were able to achieve in a short film, that it's still just really grounded as a story about not taking moments in your life for granted.
Life is about the present. It's not about getting caught up in what could have been. It's not about what will be or what could be or what might be. It's about living right now.
It's such a heartfelt, grounded story that I think this special effects and the overall film is able to take a back seat to the amazing story, and I hope that's what people realize. I hope they see it as a great story first.
There are two types of potent memories, Obi. One's of great regret, and one's
Of great love.
how do I know I can even trust you?
You don't. That's why they call it trust.